talk to me live, the number is 718-253-4239. That number again is area code 718-253-4239. And the other number is 718-676-0820. Yes, that other number is 718-676-0820. I'm excited. I want y'all to know that this show is going to be coming on the Mind Tuning Talk radio show. It's going to be coming on every Tuesday. Yes, every Tuesday from 7 to 9 and Wednesday 7 to 9. So stay tuned. Lock it right here on 93.5 FM. And if you want to check me out, the station is Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. So you need to check me out because we're going to be talking about mind tuning. But I also want to shout out my bestie, Queen Barbara. She is unbelievable. That's just, we do everything together. We came out of foster care together and we did everything. I mean, from, you could name it. You know, we ran away, went to foster care, and adoption, and the orphanages. But she's great. She's great. And we're just doing so much together. And I love her very much. So this is going out to you, my dear Queen sister, Queen Barbara and King Melvin, live right here. And Sharon, if y'all don't know, Prince had a sister, a powerful producer, Sharon Nelson. This is going out to you, my dear, and thanks for writing this for us.
Tell him I love him
And that I'll never leave her.
Tell him I'll send flowers. I look upon your face and see you in every place. You're in my heart that's filled with joy and happiness. You brought me your love for now and evermore, evermore, baby. The loneliness I once felt is over. The pain of evil love is gone. Tell him, tell me, I love him. You love me, never leave. Tell him, tell me, I'll send flowers in my darkest hour. The war of playing love games is ended with just one smile from your sweet, sweet lips. Oh, baby, your lips, girl. I never thought I would feel this way. You're the missing part I couldn't find. Tell him, tell me, I love him. I'll never leave her. Tell him, tell me, I'll send flowers in the darkest hour. Tell him I believe him and that I'll never, never leave him. Tell him I'll never hurt him.
Tell me, baby.
I love him and trust him with all my heart.
I said, tell me that you love me. You never leave me. Tell me, baby, you send me flowers in my darkest hours. I need flowers in my darkest hours. Baby, tell me, honey, sugar, I said, V, tell me, baby, 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 baby. All right, that was Queen Barbara and King Melvin. I got a caller on, so all I got to do is press mute. Hmm? Hello, caller. Appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for being patient. You're talking to King Melvin at Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. Yes, it's the Mind Tuning Talk Show. What's up? What's up? Wow, wow. I thank you, Lloyd, Minister Lloyd Santana. Uh, you've been a major student, and I can see you as I always call you the Duke of Brooklyn because I know you're going to make a powerful minister in Brooklyn with the Mind Tuning Ministry. So thank you so much, and blessings to you and your family. All right, all right. That was Duke Lloyd out of Brooklyn. Duke Lloyd Santana. All right. Well, just so you heard it, we doing mind tuning, and mind tuning is basically most people might, if you just turned on the radio, you might be saying, "What is this mind tuning philosophy?" Well, basically, hello, caller. Hello. Oh, he went mind tuning also. Okay. All right. Well, everybody wants some of that mind tuning. Well, not now, Congressman. Maybe next time. But anyway, mind tuning is basically if your mind is out of tune, your life going to be out of tune. It's that simple. If your mind is in tune, then your life is going to be in tune. Give you a little background about me. Uh, I was an orphan, runaway, foster kid, and it was just very traumatic not finding your way and having a lot of problems growing up as a youngster, getting in all kind of trouble, runaway, being in the street. And at the time when I ran away, you could stay in the movies 24 hours. And we did that. And we got in a lot of trouble because a lot of trouble's out in the street. But however, I eventually, through the faith of God and some good mentors, people believed in me and they coached me and sort of had a lot of potential. So I'm saying to all of your runaways and all of the children that feel that they're kind of confused and can't find their way, you have a path. My sister and I, we're here for you. We're creating an organization called the King Melvin and Queen Barbara Youth. And we'll be reaching out to all of the orphans, all of the foster care children, and adoption children. And we're entertainers, so we'll be doing a lot, raising money with we in the Screen Actors Guild, so we have a lot of famous people that want to support King Melvin and Queen Barbara's children. So we're going to have a lot to offer you. So we're reaching out to you, and we will be able to help in so many different ways because we are you and you are us. So we're here, and you can call me at area code 347 346 3047. That number again is area code 347-346-3047. And we, with mind tuning, we will be able to transform your lives to be productive people in society because that's who we are. So I just want y'all to know I'm excited about we got what's got coming up. What's coming up? So I talk to myself sometimes. So sometimes you know how people say, don't talk to yourself, don't talk to yourself. I don't listen to that. I talk to myself. So self is saying that you need to know that comedy is coming up. That's right. May the 18th, I do clean comedy. So if you see me do my act and you say, why this guy got a bottle of Mr. Clean on the stage with a scrub rag? Clean comedy, boom, boom, boom. So a famous club called Broadway Comedy Club, that's going to be on Wednesday, May the 18th. You need to be there. Oh, yes, May the 18th from 6 p.m. to 10. And I'll be doing my romantic songs because I just want to share with you. Yes, yes, I'm responsible. I am a hopeless romantic. Oh, yes, I can do R&B, I can do soul, funk, but I love romance. So I'm going to be known for Mr. Romantic. Matter of fact, after I finish with my CD, I will have a show on Broadway called Romance on Broadway. Oh, yes. And it's going to be just wonderful about, beautiful style and the time where people would just wouldn't be so presumptuous in a relationship. They would ask the woman for her hand. And one of these songs that I want to share with you is called uh, Can I Be? And this is a story of a guy. He's on his knee, one knee. Just picture it. He's on one knee and he's singing to his heart to be. And he's asking her, can she be his lady? Can she be the one that he falls in love with? He's asking her. So the song is called Can I Be? And it goes like this. Can I be? Can I be? Can I be? Can I be that one who love you so? And if you will let me love you, and if you will let me love you, I'd love you till I'd love you till the day I die. And this will mean everything to me. So let us try loving. So let us try loving together. Now. And the crowd goes, wow. So that's the kind of music that my heart loves to do, and it's called romantic music. So uh, if you come out on the famous Broadway Comedy Club, that's right, Broadway Comedy Club, I'll be back through popular demand, uh, and I'm very excited about it. So again, write it down. Now I'm not bragging, but I put behinds in the chair. I'm just saying, I'm not bragging, but if you don't call in and get advance notice, you will not be able to have a table. So that number again to get more information about that is area code 347-346-3047. That number again is area code 347-346-3047. And you listening to King Melvin on the Mind Tuning Talk Radio Show. And this is a talk radio show that's have thinking, listen, out of the box. Oh, yes, we don't be talking about normal conversations and doom and gloom. Sorry, we don't do that here. Doom and gloom, we don't do it. I'm just sorry. Listen, all if you come on this air and you don't have love, happiness, joy, and peace, we ain't talking to you. I'm just sorry. We ain't talking to you because we know there is a whole lot of good going on in the world than not. And source, the inner being, our spirit self, our higher self wants you to be clear. It's just not all doom and gloom going on in the world. So I don't do doom and gloom. It's going to be love, happiness, peace, love, and joy. That's what we do here. So if you're that kind of person, please call in 718-253-4239. That number again is area code 718-253-4239. And if you get that annoying song, that annoying sound, you call the other number, 718-676-0820. That other number again is 718-676-0820. Oh, yes. Well, you are listening to King Melvin, the Mind Tuning Talk Radio Show. And I want to tell you something else. Sometimes you need clarity in your spirituality. I said it. Sometime you're going to need clarity in your spirituality. So every Monday, Queen Zena is here reading people like you will not believe. Very gifted spiritual sister. Every Monday from 9 p.m., you need to call in because she's one of the great spiritual sisters doing her reading gift here every Monday. So do not miss that. And we have we have a float coming. We have a parade coming up. Oh my goodness, I think it's May the 21st. So if you want to know more information about the dance float that's going on, there's so much information. We're going to keep as we get closer, we're going to talk more about it. It's a parade happening for all of the dancers, and we're going to have sponsors. So if you want to know how to sponsor and be on the float, so you can just wave like the queen and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be unbelievable. The 21st of May, that's coming up before you know it. So if you want to know more information about how to be a sponsor for the parade and the dance and the floats, call me at area code 347-346-3047. That number again is area code 347-346-3047. And if you want to call in, don't forget those numbers, 718-253-4239. The other number, 718-676-0820. But the topic I really want to focus on today is what you call mind tuning. And mind tuning is just another way of saying you need to know who you really are. You're not just your pedigree. You're not just your birth certificate. You're just not your job. You're just not your personality. You're more than that. You need to be clear that you and God are one and the same. And there is connection between you and your higher self and God. So when we talk about mind tuning, we're talking about knowing the other side of yourself, not just the human side of yourself, but your spiritual side of yourself. And the spiritual side of yourself is so powerful, and everything is possible. When we teach mind tuning, we teach how to connect yourself from just the physical to the spiritual, because the game plan when you are a human being is to connect the spiritual along with the physical. And once a human being, connect a spiritual to their physical, you become whole and one. You will be all and more. But some of us, we just know our spiritual, our physical side, and that's limiting. Even in the Bible, it says, lean not on your own understanding, because our own limited human understanding is very limited. But when you, as I say, when you co-create with the spiritual side of yourself, along with the physical side of yourself, everything is possible. You can literally be, do, and have everything you desire. Oh, I'm going to say it again. If you're living a life of average and ordinary, you're not connected. You're out of tune. We as human beings have the ability to become one with our spiritual inner God being. Oh, yeah, I'm going to say that again. We as human beings have the ability to evolve from just the human level to the divine level. And the game plan, again, is to become one. Your spiritual become one with your physical. That's what the game plan is. And we have certain techniques, you know. You probably heard of meditation. Oh, yes, meditation is very, very powerful. Some of us have never sat down in a room quiet, without talking, without the TV, without radio, without distractions. Some of us don't even believe that's possible. And some of us, to tell the truth, is afraid to sit down and listen to the inner voice inside. I remember when I was afraid to listen and be quiet and still. The key word, being still. Oh, I remember then. I remember when. I was so afraid that I always had to have distractions. I always had to be doing something. I always had to be thinking about something. But just to sit quietly in a room with no distraction, just with yourself, I'm trying to tell you, this is the key and the doorway to all unlimited possibilities. I'm going to say that again. Taking on a practice of meditation does the following things. It teaches you how to focus. It teaches you how to calm down. And it raises, since everything is energy, it raises your energy high up to the universe or to heaven or to where the spiritual beings are always trying to reach us. The spiritual beings are always trying to guide us. But we are on a different channel. We're not on their wavelength because we're so busy being on the lower frequency. So when you meditate, you start training yourself to raise your vibration up high, where all of your ancestors, all of the spirit, all of the angels, they want to talk to you and they want to connect with you. So when you get in that habit, this is why some people just do extraordinary things, because they have learned to meditate and connect to the universe, connect to God, whatever you want to call it, that spiritual higher self. Mind tuning teaches you. We have a mind tuning meditation philosophy and a technique. We usually just have, you know, those old cooking clocks that your parents have when they baking and or they trying to time the turkey. One of them white clocks. You turn it for just 15 minutes, and the best time to do it is in the morning when nothing's moving, when everything is silent and peaceful, because you don't have any distractions. So when you turn that clock to 15 minutes, you know, you can get a little something to drink, you know, or you know, brush your teeth, but don't spend a lot of time. Just when the spirit wakes you up, you set that clock to 15 to 20 minutes. And your game plan is to focus on that tick, 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 tick. You focus on that sound And what you'll be doing, you'll be raising your vibration up to the ether. You'll be raising your vibration up to the heavens. You'll be raising your vibration up to connect with God. This is the key to connecting with your higher spiritual self combined with your physical self. And when that bell goes off, and you still stay focused because it's still going to be ticking, and you wait and keep listening until that last tick. And when that last tick happens, guess what? You done pulled yourself at the earth. You pulled yourself out of the earth's atmosphere, and you in space. You in peace. It's such a beautiful peace there. Sometimes you have never been to this place, but the mind tuning meditation will bring you to a peaceful state, and you just sit. You no more, no thoughts are going on. That's how you know you're in the right place. You don't have any thoughts going on. It's just peaceful. And it's so beautiful. You don't even want to come out. It's like being in the womb of your mom. It's like being in a cocoon. It's like being in the arms of God. It is so beautiful there. You don't even want to come back. But this is important that you learn to train your mind to connect with the universe. And you sit there and you know you finished because the habitual thoughts start sneaking back in. And then you know it's time to come back to consciousness. Oh my goodness. When you learn to tune your mind to the higher spiritual frequency, it's miraculous. And once you got your mind tuned to that, you got a job to do. You ain't finished yet. All during that day, it is your job. It's not easy to try to stay on happiness, love, joy, and peace. Let me say that again. It's a practice because Jesus said it best, to be in the world, but not of the world. So the spiritual work is that no matter what's going on in the world, once you come out of that meditation, that mind tuning, you're supposed to be buzzing. You're supposed to be on a frequency of happiness, love, joy, and peace. You're supposed to try to hold that vibration. And the reason why it's important to hold that vibration is because if you don't hold that vibration, you're out of tune. And what I mean when I say you're out of tune, your vibration closes on you. If you get angry or worried or stressed, you're out of tune. That means the frequency that you was on for all your ancestors and all of the spiritual goodness from the universe that when it comes to you, it can't because you're not on happiness, you're not on love, you're not on joy, you're not on peace. So the window shuts down. Oh yes, it shuts down. And all of the blessings and all of the magic cannot come to you because you got angry, you got upset, all of that negative vibration. And you can tell when you're out of tune. Why? Listen, it's about how you're feeling. It's always about how you're feeling. If you're not feeling love, joy, peace, and happiness, you're simply out of tune. If you're feeling anger, stress, or worry, or tension, you're out of tune. So it's not easy to do, but it's worth it. It's worth the practice because if you practice it, everybody looking upon you will be saying, wow, this guy looks like he's walking. He's got a magic wand. Everything he touches, it just looks beautiful. Everything's attracting to this person. And that's only because they stay with this beautiful vibration. They stay on that powerful, wonderful energy. And when you can hold that energy, you will see that things that you desire. See, you're not supposed, when you get to that frequency, you got another process. You're supposed to go into your imagination. How many people heard about imagination? I'm saying when you get that kind of frequency, happiness, love, joy, and peace, then you can go into the workshop of your imagination. Oh, yes. This is where the visualization come in. This is where all of the dreaming comes in. Yes, you got to dream again. Oh, yes. I know you forgot how to dream and you need to go back and everything. When you on that frequency, you can dream, visualize anything you want. Now, understand it's a process. You ask for it in your mind. You see it in your mind. And once you see it in your mind, you're supposed to expect it and you're supposed to be in a receiving mode. You cannot be in a receiving mode if you're not in happiness, love, joy, and peace. But if you're skillful enough to stay on that vibration, everything you ask, you shall receive. You know the word of God. You have heard that before. Ask, and it shall be given. So I'm here to tell you, I live a life of mind tuning, and I want to share with as many people as possible. So I'm giving you the techniques, and I do private consulting. If you do want to master, because I know some of you already know, like, I was wondering how to do this. This is how it's done. So I'll be glad to share this with you. But this is what my role of coming to from the universe, coming from non physical, from spirit to come into the world to bring this greatness to all who is ready for it. Mind tuning. And when you get to that place and start visualizing, you're going to start seeing things happening in your life. We do have the power to create. Listen to this term. We, as people, have the ability to create anything we want. I know you've heard the terms. Yes, we are creators. If you want to know who am I, everybody has an ability to be a creator. We can create our own world. We can. Because listen, remember when you heard the term in Genesis, let us make man in our image and likeness. What do you think they were talking about? I know you probably say, I know they ain't talking about me. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Yes, they are talking about you. Let us make man in our image and likeness. Oh my goodness. It's wonderful. It's just wonderful to know that it is possible. So when you master mind tuning, you literally become a creator. Now, this is how the process works. Now, I always like to use the analogy of the farmer. The farmer plants a seed in the ground and he waters it, makes sure no weeds grow up in it, and he makes sure that he is giving it the right nourishment. So when you have your mind is like a garden. Yes, like a garden. You cannot have no weeds growing in there. Weeds, negative thinking, talking about people. These are weeds that will destroy your crop, will destroy your dream, will destroy your manifestation. You cannot be a negative thinker and talking about people and being mean and think that you are going to create something. Those are weeds that has to be pulled out of your mind. So the farmer, when he put the seed in the ground of corn at 8 o'clock in the morning, he's not stamping on the ground at 12 saying, where's my corn? No. Everything to unfold is a process. Just like when you put that seed in the ground, even though the farmer may not see it germinating, he already know by the law of the universe that that seed is moving and growing and germinating. You must be the same way as that farmer. If you got a seed in your mind, if you got a seed in your mind, We might have a caller. Hold on a second. Hello, caller. Hello, is this a caller? Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. You're talking to King Melvin. I'm on the MindTuning radio talk show. What can I do for you? Oh, great. Okay. We're listening. Yes, we're listening. You can talk. Can you hear me? Okay. You're on the air. You're on the air. Thank you for calling. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm here. That is true. That is true. I forgot to mention that. It's true. Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that. I will comment on that. Thank you so much. Okay. Uh, thank you. I'm gonna take the next call. Thank you. Oh wow, that is one of the students, and the analogy is a very good analogy. I almost forgot about that. When people ask me about mind tuning, I usually say it's like a computer. I don't care how much you spend for the hardware or how skillful you are as a operator. If you got damaged software, you're going to get damaged results. Not sometime, but every time. So what's the solution? Change this. Change the software. Change the software. All right. I think we got another caller. Testing 1 2. You just do this. Hello, caller. Yes, I'm sorry for hanging up on you. Hello. Did you finish? Oh, I'm sorry. Mhm. Well, we're gonna hope that she called back and call back, caller, please. Her voice is very low. Okay. Well, anyway, like I was saying, it's like a computer, and if you got damaged software, you're gonna get damaged results every time. So your mind got to be tuned, just like that computer. And you say, well, what's the solution? You have to get rid of the damaged software with all the viruses in it, and you must change the software, and then you can get different results. So I'm here to tell you, you are a creator. Just in case nobody never told you, you are a creator. You a creator, and you can be, do, and have anything you want. Yes, you can. I just want you to know we're powerful beings. We're very powerful. And I don't want you to think that you're just average and ordinary. Average and ordinary? No, we are not. Ye too. Now, I want to tell you the story because, see, I don't want y'all to just think that I'm just making this stuff up. Jesus, one time, they wanted to stone Jesus. The Jews wanted to stone Jesus. And Jesus said, okay, 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 okay. I get it. You want to stone me. But before you stone me, can you tell me what you're stoning me for? And he asked him, The Jewish said, well, we stone you because you say you the son of God. We know you just a man. We stone you for blasphemy because we don't believe that stuff you talking about that you are God and son of man. He said, Jesus said with his wisdom, he said, do you believe in your book called the Torah? They said, of course we believe in our book called the Torah. He says, well, right here, doesn't it say, listen, ye too are gods? Their mouth dropped open and they read it in their own Torah and they had to go home. See, it's powerful. It's in the Bible. Ye too are gods and goddesses. We need to understand who we are. When I say the knowledge of self, when you hear the knowledge of self on the Mind Tuning radio show, you need to know I'm talking about your higher self, your God self. And you need to know, what is my purpose here? Your purpose here is to connect the God self, listen, to the physical self. Again, another way to say it, your purpose here on planet Earth is to put the spiritual self with the physical self. And when you put the spiritual with the physical, listen to me, everything is possible. Everything. So we guarantee when you master mind tuning, you'll be able to be, do, and have everything you want. Give you a good example. I live my life as I do a lot of meditation and a lot of visualization, a lot of affirmations. But the key thing is, you must not believe. You must graduate to I know. You must know these principles. If you think that you got $2 in your bank account and you believe you got $2 in your bank account, the universe gonna make sure that your $2 is in there. Oh, the universe, no matter what you think, the universe job is to make it true for you. That don't mean it is true for somebody else, but I'm saying to you, you need to feel differently. You need to think differently. You need to be differently. You need to walk out as a tuned being. When people see you, they should see the manifestation of God or your higher self or your best self. They should not see you out of tune, talking about people, stressed out, no fun to be around, always talking about negative stuff. No, we need to be the expression of our higher self, the expression of the God within us. So you need to be clear. We have the power. And let me give you a secret. I hope you write this one down. I don't care what you've been taught or what's been said. You, everybody, the sound of my voice, you have created your own reality. I'm going to say that again. You, nobody else, that person looking at you in the mirror, created everything that ever happened to them in their life. Now, I know it's probably hard to believe, but I'm here to tell you. The good stuff and the so-called bad stuff. We create our own. We are so powerful. You know the saying, as a man thinketh, so is he or she. Sorry. You need to be real clear. If you really got clear that everything you think, everything you say, and everything you do will come to reality, you will be a little more careful about what you say to people, about what you do to people, and how you be to people. Because when you get that you create all of the stuff that comes to you. If you don't like the stuff that's coming to you in your life, then what you got to do, you know what you got to do? Write this down. I tell you, I got a King Melvin dictionary. Write this one down. This is what you have to do. You have to deprogram, listen, before you can reprogram. I'm going to say it again. If you want to change your life, you must change your thinking, what you're doing, and what you're saying. Because you need to understand the power is in the tongue. The power is in the word. You speak a word and it will become manifest. I kid you not. You, everybody in the sound of my voice, you are a creator. You're listening to King Melvin on MindTuning Talk Show Radio. And I'm on Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. So I'm very, very, very passionate about the MindTuning Radio Show, because if our minds is in tune, we're going to be in tune. And imagine if many people around the globe get their minds in tune, the whole world will be in tune. Because we do create our own reality, believe it or not. Now, I'm going to talk about belief. Gravity don't care if you don't believe in it. Gravity, you might say, I don't believe in gravity. You jump off that Empire State Building, gravity don't care if you believe it or not, but you're going down. And there's certain laws. You don't have to believe in that. No, I can't create my own reality. Now, if I create my own reality, why would I have all this negative going in my life? Why would I have all this stress going in my life? Why would all these bad things be happening to me if I create my own reality? I don't create my own reality because I wouldn't do that to myself. Wrong. Yes, you are doing. I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose, but I am saying you are doing it. You're doing it with an untuned mind. I used to be untuned also. And I would have, my life would be topsy-turvy, very confused, very stressful, and very uncertain. But now I'm here to say, I understood that I had the power to recreate my world exactly the way I want it. And I reinvent myself. Yes, you can reinvent yourself. Oh, yes. Now I have a life of love, joy, peace, prosperity, because I created it to be so. Trust me. Everybody, the sound of my voice, if they choose, they can recreate themselves and be, do, and have anything they want. And I didn't say some things, I said anything. Because understand something. Jesus said it best. I and my Father are one. Listen to me. I think Jesus, there's many masters, but my personal preference about Jesus is that he probably was the best one on walking on planet Earth on two legs that showed you how to be God in the physical. Jesus always talked back and forth. He said, I and my Father one. When you saw me, you saw the Father. He was telling us that you and God are one. Not nothing separate from you. We got to get clear. God is not separate from us. Now, if you think that, you are out of tune. That's my word. Put it in the King Melvin dictionary. You are out of tune. Another word of saying it. You are disconnected from source. Hello, caller. This is King Melvin on the MindTuning Radio Show. Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Well, you need to know you can be, do, and have anything you want. I don't live a life anymore with this mind-tuning philosophy of lack, of limitation. I know if I ask for something, and it's a process, I want to talk a little bit about the process, because I don't want to think I don't want you to think that you're going to ask for something and presto, bingo, bam, it's going to show up. It don't work like that. You ask, you expect it, and guess what? It's a process. It ain't going to, I'm glad it's a process. I call it a lag time because our minds are so out of tune. Could you imagine? I want me 10 cars. No, maybe 20 cars. And if they popped up like this, bam, 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 then you're going to say, wait a minute. I got 30, 20 cars? So that means I got to do 30 all, 20, 30, 40 all changes? I got to wash all 20, 30 of these cars? That's why I'm so glad we got the lag time, because sometimes you need to rethink what you're asking for. So now that I wanted 20 and 30 cars, I say, when you make sure that when I have these 20 and 30 cars, that I have me a garage, a mechanic shop, and a parking spot, and gas on the premises. You see what I'm saying? Be glad that things don't pop up right away, because sometimes we have to rethink, because our minds is out of tune, and we think things out of tune sometimes. So you got to make the adjustments. But you ask, the universe must go and get it for you. Listen to me. I'm getting ready to write a book called Magic is Real. I'm getting ready to write that book, and I'll teach you about magic. I teach you that is actually unbelievable. You take something, you ask for it, and you expect it, and it's not your job. Listen, it's not your job to figure out how it's going to come. I'm going to say that again. Some of us think the timing is about us. No, stay out of the timing. You ask for it, and the universe job has unlimited possibilities to get it to you. Your limited self, all you're going to know is probably, if I want that Rolls Royce, wow, I got to work hard for it. I got to save money for it. It's going to take me about 10, 20, 15 years. We ain't talking about that. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Working hard, good education, saving, it works. Again, don't get me wrong. The human way, working hard, getting a good education, getting a good job, making connections, the right connection, that works. But doggone it, it's hard. It's hard, and sometimes it wear your you-know-what out. But the magic way, oh my goodness. You ask. You expect. Not, well, I hope you think it might show up. No. You need to know the laws. You ask for it. God said anything we ask for is possible. Now, if you got the right concept about God, the universe, there's no limitation in the universe. There's endless possibilities. Imagine. You have the universe at your disposal. Unlimited possibilities. You got a genie lamp. And all you got to do is rub it the right way and say, I know I'm a creator. I know I can ask for anything from the universe, and I know I can expect it, and it'll show up. Long as I don't doubt it, long as I have that kindergarten little, I believe it. No, you need to know it's showing up. It's already done. You know that saying the spirit is saying, think and speak those things as though they already has been done. Think and speak those things in existence as if they are already done. You've heard the saying, it's already done. When you become a creator, and see, sometimes you start out as a believer because you're in kindergarten and you really haven't seen a lot of miracles in your life. But me, I'm 69 young. I know miracles happen. I couldn't be sitting at this microphone if I didn't know miracles happen. Runaway, street kid, being in all kind of trouble, all kind of drugs, anything, uh, shot, and I'm still. When you live enough life, you don't say, "Oh, I believe there's universe or there's a God." I know there is power in the God within me. So I want you to be clear. You can do it the hard way, the human way. Work hard, save your money, and meet the right people, and hope that somebody gonna give you a break. It works. But Lord, the magic way is the best. When I say the magic way, you imagine your partner is the universe. Your partner is the universe. The universe has endless possibilities to give you anything. Look how powerful the universe is. Everything you see came from the universe of the imagination, came from your mind, came from the imagination. This stuff that we see here wasn't here. Somebody thought it. That's right. Everything you see was a thought that was not here in the physical. If you just know that, you got to know it works. So I'm saying to you, you need to be real clear. You are a creator. Now, you may be a sloppy creator, because remember, I don't care what you believe or what you was told, you create your own reality. Whatever you experiencing in your life, you did it. I know that's a hard one. Why would I bring the bad relationships in my life? Why would I be no job, struggling? Why would I do this to myself if I really create my reality? If I really create my reality, I'm going to paint me a good picture. No, you won't. You've been conditioned out of tune thinking, and out of tune thinking brings you all of the so-called negative. When you change that mind, you will start to see your life change. It's just that simple. So think about it. What kind of life would you like to have? And trust me, it can be manifest and real. And some of y'all out there, y'all already did this stuff. I know some of y'all wished for something, dreamed about something, and you were so passionate about it. Next thing you know, it was there and you had it. It's in your physical. It wasn't there at first. So some of y'all already know this stuff works. I'm here to tell you, it don't have to work sometimes. Become a master at it. And it's so much fun to wake up to know you can be, do, and have any life, any way you want it to be. It can be that way. Oh my goodness. Just in case you didn't know, you're listening to Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. And this is the talk show called MindTuning Talk Show. You're listening to King Melvin, and I'm very excited. And if you got the good old-fashioned radio, it's 93.5 on the FM radio. And we here every single Tuesday and Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Every Tuesday, we'll be glad to take your calls on 718-253-4239. And the other number is 718-676-0820. And again, remember, if you really want some clarity, because sometimes you have to have somebody, a spiritual guide, and you need to just be reassuring of how your life is going. Every Monday at 9 p.m., Queen Zena is here doing some powerful readings. Every Monday, her show comes on this station every Monday, 9 p.m. So do not check her out. She's very talented and very gifted. My name is King Melvin, and I'm here live on MindTuning Talk Radio Show. And I'm here again every Tuesday from 9 from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Wednesday the same time. And I am excited to share mind tuning with you. And I think I told you I do clean comedy jokes. Yeah, so I think it's time myself, other self, the funny guy self, he's showing up saying, you got come on, you're being too serious here. You're being too serious here. So you need to, tell a joke or two because come on, come on, come on, give me a chance to shine. Give me a chance to shine. So yeah, what did you the pirate you know, I just wanted to know somebody had said to me, um, hmm. There used to be, about atheists. Atheist. The guy he didn't believe in God. He just said, I don't believe in no God. But he was at sea one day, and then it was a turbulent sea, and he got thrown up, and he was kind of afraid because if you ever been in a typhoon, that's pretty scary. So come to find out, the Loch Ness monster raised his head and threw the ship up in the air, and it was twirling around. And the Loch Ness monster had his mouth open and was getting ready to eat the ship and everything. And the atheist said, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, please help me, Lord, Lord, God, help me, Lord, help me." God said, I thought you didn't believe me. He said, "That's before the Loch Ness monster showed up, God. I'm killing myself over here. Ah, oh, ah, oh, oh, ah. Oh my goodness. Well, there's I like pirates. There's one time I said I thought about it, I said, what would the what would the ocean say to a pirate? Oh yeah. What would the ocean say to the pirate? And first, my mind said, "Hey, mate, hey, hey, but that wasn't right. That was the wrong answer." And I thought about it again. What would the ocean say to the pirate? And then it came out. I said, "Oh my goodness!" It said nothing. It just waved. Ah, oh, ah, ah, give me oxygen. I'm killing myself over here. Oh, oh, I'm not. Oh, you got to have some fun in life. You got to laugh. See, this is why I love doing this show because we don't do doom and gloom. We don't do it over here. It's too much going on out there. So if you a positive person and you want to have love, joy, and peace, you can call up here because we want to share that. Because like Dion say, what the world needs now is love, sweet love, and I just want you to know I'm a singer songwriter, and I love doing art. Pretty good musician, and I'm gonna be singing my romantic songs this coming up in yeah May the 18th, and I'm gonna also be doing clean comedy at the famous Broadway Comedy Club, and that's in Manhattan. Yes, at 318 West 53rd Street between 8th and 9th. It's going to be 6 p.m. to 10, and I'll be singing some romantic songs for my CD called The King Has Finally Arrived. And I'll also be doing clean comedy in between the sets. So please come on out, but you cannot get in if you do not text me and say John Doe plus 300 people coming with them. You won't get in. So I'm at 347-346-3047. Area code 347-346-3047. That's May the 18th at the famous Broadway Comedy Club. Everybody came out of the Broadway Comedy Club. I'm talking about everybody. They got a nice shrine down there. So if you get there early, you can go down and see the museum. Every funny person you can think about showed up there. So I'm gonna let you hear one of my romantic songs CD and see what you think about it. I had a lot of fun creating this CD. and I hope you really enjoy it. It's just a wonderful, uh, when you have creativity, it's just wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, I want to tell you about this.
Oh, yeah,
song.
this is me.
Yeah, this song is about, when you see that female that's checking you out, and you know she's checking you out. That's what this song is all about. I want to thank Elohim for dropping the beat. Yeah. This is how that song goes. Yeah, check this out. Baby, 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 I like what I see. You watching me. I want you like you want me, baby, baby. The eyes don't lie, so don't deny. You want me to, like I want you. You want me, baby, baby. What are we gonna do? Just me and you, baby, baby. We got to do what grown folks do, just me and you. 'Cause I'm feeling you like you feeling me, so let's get free. You do me, and I do you, baby, baby. My eyes like what they see. You a cutie and a beauty. Look at those lips, those sexy, sexy hips, baby, baby. Yeah. I want you like you want me. What are we gonna do with this electricity between we? I got an idea. You touch me and I touch you. Squeeze me, love me, don't tease me. I want you like you want me, so please me. Don't tease me, but love me and please me. Whoa, baby, I want you, I need you. Whoa, baby, I got to have you, baby, baby. I want you like you want me, baby, baby. Let's do what grown folks do, me and you, baby, baby.
All right. I just want y'all to know I get down. The brother get down. I'm just saying, y'all need to come to that show. I'm gonna be doing all of my top romantic songs. I'm very excited about this, and come on out. And also, I'm gonna be in one of the floats, the parades. Oh yeah, May the 21st. This is gonna be an awesome parade. That's gonna be happening in Brooklyn. If you want to know more information about that, May the 21st, you might want to be on that float and be like, hey, what's up? You know, because it's going to be tons of people in Brooklyn. So you're going to call me at 347-346-3047. That number again is area code 347-346-3047. We having a lot of good things coming up. I'm very excited about my life. Again, you can be, do, and have anything you want. All you got to do is tune your mind and create it. Oh, yeah, you're listening to the Mind Tuning Talk Show where we think out of the box. And when I say out of the box, I talk about the truth about life and the truth about death. Let's talk about that just a little bit. The truth about life and the truth about death. Let me explain something to you. I talk a lot about what happened before we took on our physical bodies. Let me say that again because a lot of people don't talk about that because a lot of people, some of them don't even know about that. Oh, yeah. We were non physical at one time, we were just spirit. What do you think they were saying in Genesis when they said, let us make man in our image and likeness? Us, our ancestors. It was all spirit. We were all spirit in the universe. And sometime we said to ourselves, we want to come to earth and get a body and experience life on planet earth. But we forgot, because when we took on the bodies, we forgot a lot of stuff because it would have got in the way of our life here on planet earth. But there was an agreement. When you go through so much part of life, there was an agreement that your spiritual self will hold the light on for you and whisper to you softly and guide you to your God consciousness. That was the deal. So I'm going to speak a lot about that because some people, you don't have recollection of that. You don't remember about that. So yes, we were all spiritual at one time. And then we chose, listen to me, write this down. You chose the circumstance you was going to come into the world. You chose the year you was going to come into the world. You chose your parents. I didn't really understand this when I first came when I was out of consciousness, when I was out of tune. I said, why would I want to be a foster, come into a family that I'm going to go through the trauma of foster care? Why would I want to come into some parents that won't be able to take care of me? Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to come into such a turbulent world? Listen, when we was non-physical spirit, we did not say, listen to me carefully, we didn't say we wanted to come into the world. We was only going to come in the world unless everything was perfect. We didn't say that. We said we don't care if it's not perfect. No, we said we don't care if it's not perfect. Because guess what? Where we was at in heaven, the universe, wherever you want to call it, it was already perfect there. Ooh. Uh-huh. When we was non-physical and just spirit, some people call it heaven, we was in a perfect place. Why would we want to leave heaven and come to planet Earth and go through trials and tribulations, hardships? That's a good question. I ask my spiritual self all the time, why would we want to do that? Was we crazy? No. The answer is, listen to this answer very carefully. Why would we want to come to planet Earth when we was already in a place, non-physical spirit, and everything was perfect? Why would we want to come into the earth? Some of us choose, listen, on purpose, we chose to come into slavery time. Why? We chose to come in when they were doing the lynchings. Why? We chose. Oh yeah, on purpose. I know it don't make sense, but listen to this. You have to have the right concept, right perception of so-called badness. There's no such thing as badness. Just hang in there with me. There's no such thing as badness. That's why I call it so-called badness. Give you an example. Gold cannot be gold unless it goes through the fire. Again, gold will be worthless if it does not go through the fire. So what am I saying? I'm saying the wise God in us knew that if we came into the world with so-called hardship, here it goes, it would make us stronger, it would make us wiser, and the world is always evolving. Even a God has to keep evolving. Even a God has to be learning more. Even a God has to stretch himself. Even a God has to become wiser. So it is natural for us to take on hardships. So when you look at hardships, so-called hardships, don't run away from them. Don't see them as being negative. Say, what is the lesson here that I'm supposed to learn? What is the what, how am I gonna make me wise and stronger? You know, if you in the gym, you know they say no pain, no gain. That's part of the process. Listen to me. The so-called badness is part of the natural process. Now, let me just tell you, this is how your inner wisdom can teach you, because I'm being taught by my inner spiritual being. And my wisdom, inner spiritual being told me one time, said, you know, God made the devil too now. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And God said to me, one to my inner being said, do you believe that I create all life? And all life I created. I said, yes, I do. So he said, curse not the darkness. Even the so-called negative, don't even talk about it, because I made the devil. You sure did. So the devil got a purpose. The so-called negative have a purpose. Don't run away from it. Learn the wisdom, become wise, and get the message and grow. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So always understand that wisdom and so-called hardness. I preached one time a sermon, curse not the darkness. You can't appreciate the light without the darkness, and vice versa. It's the yin and yang. You ain't going to have one without the other. Sorry. So you better get with the program and stop saying, and stop being a baby. This is too hard. Why gonna be so hard? Why gonna stop it? Stop it! Stop it! Man up, woman up. It's part of the process. So curse not never the darkness. Just learn from it and become wiser. And don't be afraid of so-called contrast. Look at it in a different light, and you will get more out of it. So I'm just sharing with you life and death. There's no newsflash, no such thing as death. I know you go to funerals, and I know, what is this guy talking about? There's no death. I'm trying to tell you. So-called death is a part of the life transformation. You didn't remember when you came into the world. You ain't gonna hardly remember when you leave out it. It's just that is. You don't need to be afraid of death. Because one wise person once said, I think it was Malcolm, said, whoever's afraid of death is afraid of living. Listen, you can't serve two masters. Fear is not from God. Let me tell you that again. You cannot say, I'm walking with my inner being, I'm walking with my spiritual self, and be afraid. You cannot. That's talking out of both sides of your face, as we used to say in the streets. I'm just letting you know. Life is wonderful. And as you know, they always say, life is what you make it. And that's the fact. If you're going to make it horrible, it's going to be horrible. If you're going to make it wonderful, make it wonderful. So you got the power. That's what I'm really saying. Everybody in the sound of my voice, you have the power to be, do, and have anything you want. And that's a fact. And I know some of you already know that, but the ones that don't know, we need to get our minds tuned. And I want you to be clear about something also. I also talk about business and wealth. the wealth building, you have to have a wealthy mind also, because it doesn't make sense to have all this power and don't build wealth. But when you build wealth, you have to have a wealth consciousness. You can't have a consciousness of scarcity, no money, uh, you know, I'm a minority. We never have no money. We came out of the projects, and people in the projects ain't never got no money. And no, no, you got to change that conversation. If you don't change that conversation, guess what? The universe, because you're powerful, you're a creator. The universe have to make you right. If you believe that you should never have no money and you came out of the projects and project people, that's what the universe is going to make it so. But if you believe, no, I can have wealth just as much as anybody else. I need to know it. I need to stand and see it in my mind's eye. And I need to start moving the universe and seeing this every single day. Just like you water your plants, you need to water your imagination. Dream more. Do your vision boards. Go to the car shops. Sit in the Rolls Royces and smell the leather and be, do, and have anything you want, because it's that simple. I know some people want to say it can't be that simple. Guess what? If you believe it can't be that simple, it won't be that simple. But if you do believe it's that simple, it will be that simple. You're listening to Mind Tuning Talk Radio, and I'm King Melvin. I'm the founder and the guru of the Mind Tuning philosophy. So I'm very excited to be able to share this concept with you, and it's that simple. If the mind is out of tune, the life will be out of tune. So be happy, be love, be joy, and be your best self with everybody. Whoever you come in contact with, be that best self. Be that self that's full of joy. Be that best self that's always happy. Be that best self that always want to be kind. And be that best self that always want to feel good. Oh, it's important. I know a lot of people said it's not about the feeling. It's all about the feeling. Yes, it is. It's about the feeling. It's simple. We have an inner spiritual GPS. Write this one down. Write this one down in the King Melvin Dictionary. We have an inner GPS. Inner GPS, you know what that means? It's always about the guidance, the feeling. If it don't feel good, it's simple. It's just not good. If it feels good, it's good. It's that simple. God put a GPS in us so that we know how to guide ourselves when we become mind tuned. So remember that. It's that simple. Always about the feeling. You know how they used to say, I had this feeling inside that wasn't a good thing to do. That was your inner spirit trying to guide you the right way. And you know that's feelings. Oh, I feel good about that. Oh, I feel really positive about that. That's the inner spirit guiding you. Everyone has it. But we have so much conversations in our heads and so much stories going around our head. We cannot understand it or hear it most of the time. So if you want to call in, 718 253 4239. That number again is 718 253 4239. And the other number is 718 676 0820. Shout outs to Queen Barbara and Prince Hakeem. These are the part of the royal family. I'm very excited about being in family with them. And shout out to my sister, Princess Rose, and Princess Cynthia. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful time to be in family. And Prince Captain Omar, shout out to him at Rikers Island. and his dear wife Shauna. Shout out, and my dear, wonderful uh, niece Sharice. We just love you and just want to shout out to you, let you know that it's just very important for us to support each other. And I love business. So I want to talk a little bit about business. We need to understand that we shouldn't be complaining about anything because people can do and say anything they want. So if we're not happy about how the society portrays us as a people, they don't have to portray us as we would like them to. What we need to do is take responsibility and portray ourselves the way we want to be portrayed. So that's why I got into media, television, radio, and print media. We just want you to know you can advertise and have friendly media. So you need to understand that if you want your story told, and you want to, and we don't want to, we want to do a word. Say we want to say a word like our story instead of saying history. We say our story. So you might have something that you want to portray. You want to tell our story the way it should be. You can advertise with us, and we would love to have you on the radio to interview you about your story, and also have you in the magazine so we can give you an article and you can tell your story that way also, and soon to be television. And speaking about television, we're getting ready to create a new show called Scene Ages slash We Still Got It. Oh yeah, we're excited about that project. We're going to shoot it live right out in June the 30th in the Port Authority in New York City. We're excited about it. We are very excited about it. So we have some people that's going to call in, and if you the 75th caller, you're going to be a guest on that particular show. That's right. Teenagers, we still got it. It's slated to have the pilot done by June the 30th. It's going to be a fun show. It's going to be dedicated to seniors, but we put the slang on it called teenagers. So don't even try to use it. Don't even try it. The legal eagles, the illegal eagles will be all over you because we got that. We got the copyright on it. We got the trademark on it. Teenagers slash we still got it. Some people say, well, what does teenagers really mean? It means we're seniors and we've seen it all. Come on, somebody. So it's going to be a pretty good show because some of the young people really don't know what the baby boomers did, and they never had that experience because we're not telling our story. So the teenagers television show going to be about telling our story to the young people how it really went in the 60s, in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. It's going to be pretty interesting because we grew up, the baby boomers, we grew up in some very interesting, exciting times. And we want to share that with you. So uh, don't think I'm going to be discriminating, but if you ain't a teenager, you ain't going to be able to get on the show. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, I can see, Beyonce and Jay-Z manager calling up saying, King Melvin, I heard about this teenager show. Could we be down? Could we be on? And I'm gonna have to say, Jay-Z, we love your work. Beyonce, you're my queen sister, but you're not quite a teenager, so maybe next time, I'm just saying, if you ain't a teenager, you're not going to be. We're going to have a couch session where we're going to be able to sit down and talk about what our parents used to say to us. You need to shut up and be seen and not heard. We got, oh, what? We're going to sit on that couch and we're going to talk about how we grew up. In other words, wait a minute. You crying? You crying? You want me to give you something so you can cry about? Oh, we're going to go there. We're going to go. Oh, and like, stop that crying. But they just beat you. I mean, it's going to be unbelievable because we got some stories now. Because, Our parents, they grew us up a certain kind of way. I mean, we had manners. I mean, we could what? You know how people are like, oh, later for you, how the young people talk back to their parent. Oh, no, no. You was wearing dentures at 12 years old. If you talk back to your parent, you didn't have no teeth. Oh, no, no. We're gonna go there because we had a good. They were strict. They didn't play. They didn't play. And sometimes you didn't even have to talk to you. They just look at you, be like, "Yo, mom, what you?" And they're like, just give you that look, like you're like, "Ooh." They didn't even have to touch you. But we're going to talk about that because, and also we're going to have teenagers that still got it. And when I say they still got it, here we got, I think they 70 years old now, and they still jumping double dutch. Come on, man. Come on, stop playing. I'm telling you, we got seniors who still got it. And I'm not bragging, but look at me. You know, I ain't bragging, but yeah, I still got it. Yeah, I still got it. You know, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We are just gonna have a fun show. We're gonna be having it at the Mezzanine. It's a beautiful place, Mezzanine and Port Authority, and we are calling on all of our cameramen, all of our engineers, lightmen, soundmen, and musicians. We just gonna have a major show going on there, and I'm excited about it because there is really not a show dedicated to seniors. And now it's going to be a little political too now, because we're going to be telling Washington, don't you dare. Here you don't use no seniors no more. We done retired. We can go to every casting call. We can go to all of the auditions, and you ain't using us. Oh no, we ain't having it. All only the work that's going on out there is for the young folk. Listen, young folk, I ain't got nothing against y'all, but y'all getting all of the work. We gonna handle that. We're gonna handle that. We're gonna have a petition drawn up to say, listen, Hollywood, you gotta use more seniors because seniors still got it. Oh yes. So we're gonna be winding down real soon. Uh, but I'm just saying that I'm really excited about this show and all of the callers that called in. I want to thank you so much for calling in because this is what it's about. It's not just about me talking. You can call, and even if you're not a mind tuning student, you can just call in and ask more about it because mind tuning, will be having a school called the Mind Tuning University. Oh, yeah, the Mind Tuning University. Because a lot of minds, I don't like the word need, a lot of people would like to be mind tuned because they're getting clear. Most of the things that's going on in the world, they're being done by untuned beings. And if everybody was just mind tuned, I know we would have a different experience. Yes, we would have a different experience. But it's so wonderful to know that it's happening. This is one of the best times for the awakening. We call that the awakening. Yes, the awakening. We are in an Aquarian age where everybody's becoming conscious. And I'm going to say that I am so grateful that I was able to get up this morning and be on this microphone and share mind tuning with all of you listeners out there. And I will be back Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9, and Wednesday also 7 to 9 p.m. And I'm on Brooklyn Station slash King and Queen Radio. And on your dial is 93.5 on your FM dial. So don't forget Monday, 9 p.m. If you want some real good readings, you need to call our sister Queen Zena right here every Monday at 9 p.m. She got an incredible show. And don't forget, we got May the 18th coming up at the Broadway Comedy Club. And yours truly will be there. I'm going to say, God bless. Keep your mind tuned. And I'll be glad to see you again tomorrow. So keep let everybody know that there's a new show, a new talk show that thinks out of the box. Oh yeah, we don't talk about things that's just normal. We talk about thought that's out of the box. We talk about the mind tuning, of course. We talk about the fountain of youth. We talk about the science of life and the science of death. And we also talk about wealth building. We talk about all kind of things that's meaningful to us. And I think it's my time for 9 o'clock. I think I'm just about there. But I just want you to know I am King Melvin of the Mind Tuning Philosophy. Until the next time, I'm looking forward to you keeping your mind tuned. Stay in happiness, love, joy, and peace. God bless and good night. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to tell you about this song. Yeah, this song's about, when you see that female that's checking you out, and you know she's checking you out, that's what this song is all about. I want to thank Elohim for dropping the beat. Yeah, this is how that song goes. Yeah, check this out. Baby, I like what I see, you watching me. I want you like you want me, baby. The eyes don't lie, so don't deny you want me to. Like I want you, you want me, baby. What are we gonna do? Just me and you, baby. We got to do what grown folks do, just me and you. 'Cause I'm feeling you, like you feeling me, so let's get free. You do me, and I do you, baby. My eyes like what they see. You a cutie and a beauty. Look at those lips, those sexy hips, baby. Yeah. I want you like you want me. What are we gonna do with this electricity between we? I got an idea. You touch me and I touch you. Squeeze me, love me, don't tease me. I want you like you want me, so please me. Don't tease me, but love me and please me.
Yeah, testing.
Whoa, baby.
All right, I guess I'm still on the air.
I need
This is King Melvin live right here
baby.
on Mind Tuning Radio, the talk radio, where your mind can get tuned. This is yours truly singing.
I want you,
and it's been a great,
like you want me,
pleasure
baby.
creating this music. Hope y'all really enjoy it. I'm gonna play the whole CD tonight.
Me and you, baby.
All right. I hope y'all really enjoy it. It is wonderful to be able to just share all of this good stuff with you. I hope you like it. Track 3.
Another version of Get It live
Okay.
at Cafe
Check
World,
this out.
October 2005. Check it out.
Y'all make some noise for Mel Brown. He is Star Search ready. And he's absolutely Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house. Make some noise.
I just want to, just want to thank everybody because this band was just phenomenal. Can we count it off? Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. I said everybody. I said everybody. We're gonna funk. We're gonna funk. We're gonna funk it up now. I said everybody. Everybody. We're gonna funk it up. We're gonna funk it up. Everybody. Gonna bring it on down. Gonna bring it on down. Gonna make some noise. Gonna make some noise. And if you ask anybody, it's just me and the boys. I say funk it up. I say funk it up. Funk it up. I wanna funk it up. Funk it up. Come on, baby. I said baby. I said baby. I said funk it up. Funk it up. Funk it up. Funk it up. I want everybody to listen to this now. I want everybody listening. Because we want everybody. Get it. Come on. Come on, where my harmony at? Everybody.
I had a lot of fun making that song. That song was real live. That was live at Cafe War, where Jimi Hendrix used to hang out at. Oh, yeah. That's Kim Melvin and his Royal Band. Them boys are bad.
When I get it. 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 Slow it down, man. Slow it down. Y'all want this man to get it?
Oh, yeah, yo, listen to King Melvin. His original CD called The King Has Finally Arrived. At Cafe War called, this is called Get It. You're listening to me on Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. Oh, yeah. Your FM dial is 93.5 on the FM dial. Listen to King Melvin, MindTuning Talk Radio.
Okay, slow it down. Oh, yeah. I said, man, I want y'all to get it. When I say get it. When I say get it, I want y'all to get it. Frank, do you hear me? I said, Frank, do you hear me? I said, Frank, do you hear me? Everybody, do you want to get it? Yeah. I want everybody to raise the roof. I said I want to raise it higher. 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 Can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make it higher? Can we make it higher? Can we make it higher? Make
That was a Cafe War. Yes, Cafe War. This is on the CD The King Has Finally Arrived. Oh, yeah. Wow. That was unbelievable. What I'm trying to say.
Somebody say, yeah.
That was unbelievable. I had so much fun creating that. That's King Melvin and the Royal Band. Just hope you like this next one coming on. You might like it. You just might like it.
When you get to know me,
I enjoyed making this song. It was just such a beautiful song. See how you like it. This is King Melvin from the King Has Finally Arrived CD.
when you get to know me, you will show me your love. I will keep it and cherish it, my love. I will keep it and cherish it, my love. So take your time to give your love to me. So take your time to show your love to me. Oh yeah, you know the best comes to those that wait. You know the best comes to those that wait. Oh yeah, when you get to know me, you will show me your love. When you get to know me, you will show me your love. I will keep it and cherish it, my love. I will keep it and cherish it, my love. So please, sweetheart, please be smart and give your love to me. So please, sweetheart, please be smart and give your love to me. Oh, baby, call on me and I'll be there for you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Just call on me and I'll be there for you. Oh yeah, baby, just call on me and I'll be there. 1, 2, 3. Just call on me and I'll be there for you. Yes, I will, honey. Just call on me and I'll be there for you. Oh yeah, baby, just call on me.
All right. When You Get to Know Me by King Melvin. That's me. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, I enjoyed really making it. And it's beautiful just to know that you can make great music and great songs. It's just beautiful. So please just keep stay tuned and let everyone know that it is possible to really do all that you want to do. Very possible.
Another version of Get It live at Cafe War.
I think we're going to try another one. See how that goes.
This is called Cold Winter Day. You know when somebody up and leave you?
This is a song I think you really would like to enjoy called Cold Winter Day.
Everybody can relate to this once in a while. Check this out. It was a cold winter day when you up and walked away, and you never came back that day. It was a cold winter day when you up and walked away, and you never came back that day. Now I'm on the outside looking in. Now I'm on the outside looking in. And I wanna be on the inside with you. I wanna be on the inside with you. It's cold on the outside without you. It's cold on the outside without you. I could have cried and died, but when you left me, I could have cried and died when you left me. You really hurt me and desert me. You really hurt me and desert me. It was a cold winter day when you up and walked away, and you never came back that day. Now I'm on the outside looking in. Now I'm on the outside looking in. And I wanna be on the inside with you. And I wanna be on the inside with you. It was cold on the outside without you. It's cold on the outside without you. Could have cried and died when you left me. I could have cried and died when you left me. You really hurt me and desert me. You really hurt me and desert me. I could have cried and died when you left me. I could have cried and died when you left me. You really hurt me and desert me. You really, really hurt me and desert me. I could have cried and died when you left me. You really hurt me and desert me.
Oh, yes. I had fun doing that song. And it was just wonderful, wonderful, just wonderful doing that song. But it's always good to be able to do your craft.
Yeah, I want to tell you about this song. Yeah, this song is about, when you see that female that's checking you out, and you know she's checking you out.
The work that you're doing. And it's just beautiful. I think it's just a wonderful experience to be able to share your heart and your uh, your essence with people. I'm just to give a little background about myself. I'm in the Screen Actors Guild, singer songwriter, musician, play piano, um, saxophone, baritone, tenor sax, bass guitar, lead guitar. Um, it's been a great joy to be able to have all these gifts, and I'm working on singing a cappella, bringing a cappella back, and I asked my inner being, my spiritual self, to give me a pretty good voice because my heart is uh, full of love from God, from the God perspective. I'm very much into unconditional love. Unconditional love, I learned through my spiritual self, inner being, that unconditional love is loving everyone, regardless of any situation. So I have to say, unconditional love is a wonderful thing that you don't have to be a certain kind of way for me to love you. That's who we are. We are liquid love. Our spirit is nothing but love. If we really understand who we are, we're just lovers. Our outer tune selves will make us think that we other than lovers, but we are. We are lovers. We are great people that love God and God loves us. That's our spiritual selves. So everyone has the possibility of being having a consciousness of unconditional love. As human beings, we go through the world with distorted versions of life, things that limited beliefs, things that don't really serve us anymore, things that really just not true in our lives, but through habit, we take them on and make them a part of our lives. But through mind tuning, we learn to deprogram limited beliefs and beliefs that don't serve us because a lot of beliefs are just not true and they don't work for us. So if you have a belief or something that you're trying to hold true to yourself and it doesn't feel good, you have to just let it go because you're always supposed to be feeling good, love, joy, and peace. A lot of times we learn things that doesn't feel so good and we keep them and we shouldn't keep them. So learn to be, as the word of God says, be true to thyself. Above all, be true to thyself. If you're not feeling it, don't do it. If you're feeling it, simple, you do it. And don't let other people's judgments or other people's conditionings be yours. Think for yourself. You know what's good for you. And if you don't, you have to learn to find out what's good for you. Nobody can really live your life for you but you. Learn to be more in tune with yourself and do less. Let less influence from the outside influence you. Most of the conditionings, human beings, we listen to a lot of influence outside of ourselves because we are confused and we don't really know our inner, trust our inner being, our inner selves. We have to learn to do that because that's where all of the wisdom is. Trust your inner being. Trust your spiritual self. And trust less of influence outside of yourselves. Your inner being knows everything about you, everything, and knows the best way to guide you. So start to rely on your spiritual self opposed to what other people say, what other people are doing. Because what other people are doing don't necessarily mean it's for you. That's why you always have to feel your way from the inner self, if it's good or it's not. It's very important to know thyself, the spiritual self I'm talking about, not just the human, limited self. I could only go by my experience. When I used to be on the human being consciousness, I was very unfulfilled because something inside of me knew that I needed more and I was deeper than the surface. Every spiritual being is deeper than a physical limited self. Learn that self. Learn that deeper spiritual self and listen to the still silent voice in the night. Listen to what's not being said. Spend more time in quietness. Spend more time feeling your inner spirit trying to reach you. Your inner spirit, everybody's inner spirit is trying to reach them. But some of us are on a different frequency. Like you can't listen to a classical station of music and expect to get rock and roll. You have to be in tune and on the right frequency. You do have all the answers for your life. Listen, nobody has the answers to your life, but your inner being, your inner spirit has all of the answers to your life. You must find a way to open the key to your spiritual self because that's where all of the gifts lie and that's where all of the wisdom lie. Not outside of yourself, not nobody telling you what to do. You know that don't feel good. But sometimes we go along with the program because we have nothing else. But I'm here to tell you, you have more than something else. You have your spiritual being. And your spiritual being is connected to all wisdom and all wise counsel. So get your mind tuned so you can be a spiritual being instead of just being a human being. Because that's where all the magic, that's where all the power is within yourself. Nobody has your fingerprint, and that's not by accident. Nobody has my fingerprint, and that's not by accident. You have your own particular fingerprint for a reason. There's nobody uniquely like you. Even though we all are one, we all have our innate differences, and that's a good thing. And I'm going to talk about the oneness philosophy in mind tuning. We have a philosophy called the oneness philosophy in mind tuning. And the oneness philosophy simply states, I am you and you are me. Let me say that again. We have a philosophy in mind tuning called the oneness philosophy. I am you and you are me. That's pointing to how ridiculous it is to think that we're different. We, as human beings, we need to understand that we have more in common than we have in differences. We need to understand that it should be ridiculous to have racism in your life. Anything that separates us is not from God, it's not from the higher spirit. Everything that's in harmony, everything that's have the oneness philosophy to it, that's God, that's source, that's being in tune. So if we are a human being, be it white racism or black racism, both of them are out of tune. Because if you look into another human being's eye, regardless of the color of their skin, and you look deep in the mirror of their eyes, you will see the reflection of yourself in their eyes, and vice versa. So I'm speaking to your higher being self right now. I'm not speaking to the racism self. I'm not speaking to the racism that was taught in our family, in our community. I'm talking to the God and goddesses in you right now, that you know that I am you and you are me. We have two arms, two legs. We we are human beings. And we need to understand being a human being means no separation, no racism. I am you and you are me. And I need to love you as I love myself. And until we get to understand that it's ridiculous to not love another, you can't say you really love yourself, because that other self is another version of yourself. Until we get past the illusion that I am different than you and you're different than me, we are out of tune and we lost the main message. The main message is I should protect you and love you as I love myself, because if I don't protect you and love you like I love myself, God could have gave you the cure to cancer. And if I don't protect you and look out for you and something happens to you, we all lose, because the whole society lost the cure on cancer because we didn't protect your life and we didn't protect you. Remember, every human being has something, a gift that came from heaven or came from the universe to bring the planet Earth. Let me say that again. Every human being that came from heaven or the universe, however you want to put it, non-physical, took on a physical body to bring a gift in the world for humanity. When you know that, you will respect each other as human beings, because you don't know what gift God put in that person or placed in that person. And you want to respect that person, because any human being is a gift from God, and they came to bring a gift. They came to bring a gift in the world once they get mind tuned. And most of us, and it's why it's so important to get mind tuned, because if a person is allowed to live on planet Earth without being mind tuned, they may never find a gift that they came here to give planet Earth, to serve humanity with this great gift. Because everyone has a gift that they brought from non-physical, from the universe, to share with humanity. So please, look at every human being as a gift because they are. They have a gift, and we may not know what the gift is, and they may not know what the gift is, but I am committed to share as much of this mind tuning philosophy as possible so everyone can get mind tuned and get in touch with their gift so they can bring that wonderful gift to this great society, this great humanity. So it's just wonderful to say that I am you and you are me, not just as a cute phrase, but to really mean it that we are one and we need to love each other unconditionally. Not because you say the right things, not because you got the right skin color, not because you went to the right schools, not because you have money. We need to love each and every one of us unconditionally, no matter what. You heard what I said. No matter what. Maybe the person is nasty. Maybe the person is not a kind person. Still, you don't have to love their ways, but you do not have to hate. You do not have to talk ill of that person. I love the way Jesus said it. You remember when they was going to stone Mary Magdalene? They caught her prostituting, and everybody brought her to be stoned. A crowd of people. And Jesus said, whoever is without sin, cast the first stone. So whenever you think about casting a stone of negativeness, envious, jealousy, and talking bad about a person, you're casting a stone. So try not to be unmind tuned and be mind tuned and say, wait a minute, I'm not perfect. I'm not without sin. So how dare me try to cast a stone and talk ill of somebody else? We need to be conscious of that because that was deep wisdom that Jesus shared with us. Ye, he without sin cast the first stone. There's nobody being perfect. So when you're thinking about saying something negative about something, think about that. You're not perfect either. I'm not perfect either. So let's not go there and be kind and say and be kind to people and be loving to people. Now I'm not saying, if a person is not being kind to you that you have to, you know, uh, be disrespected and trampled on, but you always have a choice. You don't have to play with that person. You don't have to be with that person. You can always remove yourself without uh, being or doing something untuned. So it's wonderful to be in the world with wonderful people, wonderful life experiences, no matter what's going on. This is the consciousness of a mind tuner. Even though there's so called complications going on in the world, that don't have to be your reality. Give you a perfect example. I'm very aware of all the things that's going on in the world, be it wars, be it COVID 19. I'm well aware of all of that. But I choose because my higher being, my spiritual self, the God self says, I can choose for that to be my reality. I can look at the news all day and let that be my reality and feel horrible. Or I don't have to look at the news all day and feel love, joy, and peace and tranquility. So some people say, King Melvin, you keep your head in the sand. And I say, yes, I do. I'm very proud of being an ostrich and keeping my head in the sand. Is because my higher power, my inner being taught me that if you're not feeling happy and you're stressful and worried and fearful, you destroy your well being and you destroy the most valuable asset we have, which is our health and our well being. Once I was taught from my inner being that I was harming myself by not staying happy, love, and enjoy and in peace. I said, You are harming yourself. You're breaking down your immune system if you take a full diet of the news all day and you take a full diet of negative emotions and negative feelings and angry all the time. You cannot possibly be and stay healthy. Let me say that again. If your mind is out of tune with anger, with fear, uh, having a steady diet of the news all day long, and feeling all of the woes of the world, you cannot stay healthy. Jesus said it best. He said we have to learn to be in the world, but not of the world. So, what does that mean? That means that we have to find a way, no matter what's going on in the world, that we can find happiness, that we can find love, that we can find joy and laughter. We must find a way to stay mind tuned. Because when you stay mind tuned, you are healthier, you could become wealthier, you can become wiser because you're on the right frequency. And everything is about frequency and energy. So next time that you're feeling a little anger, a little resentment, stressful, worrying about money, uh, worrying about the war, you need to ask yourself, how is this making me feel? How is this making me feel in this present moment? And if in that present moment is making you feel terrible, you need to be wise enough to change the channel. Just like if you was listening to a radio station and you didn't like the music, you would change the channel. It's that simple. Be conscious of how you're feeling and what you're thinking about. I check in every so often. I check into my mind and say, how am I feeling? What am I thinking? And what am I thinking? How is it making me feel? You must check in because if you don't check in, you will go the whole day worrying, being angry, suffering, being afraid. Don't do it to yourself. Be mindful and find out what are you feeling, what are you saying, what are you doing, because if your mind is out of tune, your health will surely follow to be out of tune. So work on laughing more and be careful about the programs that you look at on TV. Make sure there's more laughter, more comedy. Make sure there's more stories that's in on the TV that leaves you full of happiness, full of joy and love. Because if you watch the TV programs that make you feel angry, upset, mean, a lot of killing, it's just going to help you stay out of tune. So understand, shift your thoughts and shift the kind of, be careful on what you put in your mind. That's what I'm saying. Be very careful of what you allow to go through your mind. I could only go by me being an unconscious, untuned human being. I didn't always feel happy and full of life and full of fun and want to crack jokes and have a happy day. I didn't always feel like that. But when I found out the true knowledge of self, that I had the power to recreate myself, and I didn't have to be angry, I didn't have to be upset, I didn't have to be worried and stressful. I could have a joyous life. All I got to do is say, be and it is. And in that split second, I can switch my conversation. So understand that we can create our own reality. We're very powerful beings. We're very powerful beings. So know that you have the power to be, do, and have anything you want. But like everything else, it takes practice. When you first started walking, it wasn't a good experience. You couldn't master it right away, but you kept at it and you became proficient at it. It's the same thing with mind tuning. Now I live a life of joy, love, and peace, a lot of fun. I can't wait to get up in the morning. I'm like a 2 year old. I'm just bouncy, bouncy. I can't wait to run into another human being. Can't wait to spread love and joy all over the place. I always have this goofy smile on my face, like everybody's looking at the war and saying, "How can this guy be so happy?" They got wars going on, they got covert going on, and every time I see King Melvin, he's always full of love, joy, and peace. How does he do that? I worked on it. So all I'm saying to you, it's nothing special about me. I choose to be to have a magic life. I choose to have a wonderful life. I choose. I don't let circumstances choose my way of life. I choose it because I am, I must say it, I am the God of my life. That's right. I and my spiritual God within, we control my physical and my spiritual. I do not give my power away to anything outside of my spiritual God self and my physical self. No one has power over me but my spiritual God self and my physical self. Again, no one. I give no one power over me other than my spiritual God self and my physical self. And this is the game plan that you should be striving towards, that you can feel confident that you do not need, keyword, I don't like to use that word, need. You only need God, your spiritual self, and water. Everything else is suspect. But if you have the, your spiritual tunement together and your physical together and all the wisdom that comes with your spirituality, it's really powerful that you do not have to be needy. As most people will say, needy. I do not want to be needy because when you're being needy, you're depending on everything and you don't want to be depending on everything. So please make sure that it's all wonderful and in tune. Because once you know that you're in tune, your life will shift. People will not even know what they would all be asking you. What happened? How did your life become so wonderful? How did your life become so beautiful? How did your life become so magical? And it's only because you got your mind tuned. And when you get your mind tuned, trust me, it's wonderful to keep a tuned mind. So you're listening to King Melvin on the Mind Tuning Talk Radio Show. I'm here. I'm changing my hours, so write it down. It's going to be from 7 p.m. to 9. I'm staying a little late because most people didn't hear about that change. 7 to 9 p.m. Tuesday and 7 to 9 p.m. Wednesday. That's going to be my new hours. And if you want to call in, it's 718-253-4239. That number again is area code 718-253-4239. And the other number is 718-676-0820. 718-676-0820. And my name is King Melvin, and I'm on Brooklyn Station slash King and Queen Radio. And you need to follow me. Yes, you do. So it's just a wonderful. I'm glad to be back on the radio. Um, and it's just a beautiful experience to know that we can tune our minds, just like an instrument. If your instrument is out of tune, the music's going to be out of tune. So tune your instrument, your mind, and have your life full of music. Oh yes, full of music. Well, if you just tuning in, I'm a regular guy like everybody else. I'm a human being that's evolving to my divineness. A human being evolving to become a co-creator with God, the inner God within myself. That's what mind tuning is all about. And I would, if you're interested in mind tuning on a one-on-one basis or groups, you can call me at area code 347-346-3047. That number again is area code 347-346-3047. Shout out to my sister Queen Barbara, and shout out to Irma of New York Global Biz Magazine, and shout out to my good Queen sister Zena Palin. She is just amazing spiritualist. So don't forget to tune in to her show on King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station, at 9 p.m. every Monday. And yours truly, I'm a comic. I do clean comedy. So if you want to be at the famous Broadway Comedy Club, you need to call me and make sure you have a table because it's going to be packed. It's going to be Wednesday, May the 18th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's May the 18th. That's a Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 10. $10 cover charge and 2-drink minimum. It's going to be at the famous Broadway Comedy Club. I am tickled pink. I am excited to be part of the Broadway Comedy Club. Speaking of Broadway Comedy Club, let me see if I give you a taste of one of my clean jokes. One day, the guy was at he was having breakfast, and the wife says, and the husband said he was a male chauvinist. He says, the wife always supposed to make the coffee for the husband, and she was a sister, so she popped that neck and put her hand on her hip. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. I know you didn't go there. No, the lady don't always supposed to make the coffee. Who told you that? He said the woman always supposed to make the coffee. She said, oh no, you gotta read. I can prove that to you in the Bible. And the women are sharp. They made him. His brain went like, huh? Yes, I can show it to you in the Bible. He said, where does it say that in the Bible? She said, all you got to do is read Hebrews. Hebrews. She said, if you look in the Bible, there ain't going to be no Shebrews. I'm killing myself over here. I'm so funny. I'm killing myself over here. I'm so glad that my inner being told me that I had a funny guy inside of one of my personalities, because I have quite a few personalities, and I had a funny guy in it, and I'm glad to have a funny guy because everybody's too doggone serious. So I'm so glad that uh, y'all are listening and was able to take in some of the knowledge and wisdom and understanding. And let me hear from you, and let me see tomorrow who use some of the mind tuning philosophy and how that's going for them. Because I'll be topping off the top of the hour. It's 9:54, so 10 o'clock I'll be done. But I just want you to know that I'm very much moved, touched, and inspired by all the phone calls we got and people just listening, tuning in. But again, I'm going to have some new hours. They're going to be from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's Tuesday and Wednesday. Yes, so it's starting tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow, God willing, and it's just a pleasure to know that you have people that's interested in mind tuning, and I'm interested in sharing it to as many people as possible. And I'm just grateful for my life to know that we came here from non-physical, from the universe or from heaven as spirit to take on these bodies so we can do some great work. And every time you see another human being, know that they are special. They are gods in training or they're gods out of tune, but they're nevertheless, they are gods and goddesses. So respect them as such, and you'll be blessed because you will be in tune, and all of the great blessings will be able to come and be able to let you know that it is a blessing to be wonderful. I'll be signing off soon at 10 o'clock. So I got about another 4 minutes. So I'm just grateful to know that this was a pleasure to be with you on these microphones. And I'm looking forward to answering some questions. And I do seminars also about the mind tuning philosophy. And soon, again, we're going to have this TV program called oh yeah, we call Seenagers. We still got it. Seenagers, we still got it. Yes. And I think I'm going to sign off with that beautiful song that my sister and I did together. I'm very proud of it. By the fact, if you don't know, Sharon Nelson, she's Prince's sister, the late Prince's sister, and she made this song for us. So I hope you really like it, and I'll see you the next time. Yes. Thank you so much. So I'll see you tomorrow from 7 to 9. This is King Melvin and Queen Barbara. All right. Good night and God bless. And that I'll never leave her.
Tell him I'll send flowers.